Well, good afternoon. July the 21st, 2016, and time to wrap up another trading day. We came into today's market with an up bias. Just structurally didn't see anything wrong with the market. Again, we said the easiest trade to see is failure to take out and hold the 2170 area, and that's exactly where we found ourselves. So first trade of the day before the market opened was right here, basically against 64. Worked through this trade live in the room. Came back down, get a higher low right here. Just really choppy, not much going on at all. Another good buy signal for us right there. Followed by right here, and then we stop. There is just no volume on those two bars right there. We get volume on the selling. Then we've got a triple top right here. Unanswered selling all the way down, and you can just see it right here in the bottom two panels. Come back in, beautiful little triple top with an S. Quintuple top with an S. Triple top and a retest of that high with then another S over here. Now we're below the blue line and heading down. So the 2137 to 2150 area is going to be the next big band of support. The attractor is going to be right here. So we ended up with a B, a couple of distributions down. Market on a one-day basis will be pointed lower tomorrow. Don't have a lot in the way of news. We have PMI manufacturing and Baker Hughes rig count. So we will see what happens. On our F1 screen, outside day, trading range. On our F2 screen, we're going to have a couple of distributions lower. It'll tell us to sell it. And I'll go ahead and do a B split right here. And the move on the day session came in F. If you want to count the combined distributions up there, it came in E. So right here, looking back structurally, we've got this 49.50 area, pretty good support, and 52. And we're headed for it. And the low volume number you can see is right down here at 49.50. If we get through that, then 45. So here we said if the market was to close right now, we'd be selling 55s to 59s, sell one. Then 62 to 64, sell two. On the buy side, I think we're headed lower, so 50, 52, buy one. 45, 47, buy two. And we'll see if that actually happens. Don't you hate it when I say that? Just kidding. You can't take yourself too seriously in this business. It's a very humbling business. Lots more personal growth than we ever thought was possible facing us when we get into this game. But if you can master it, you're walking in tall cotton. Okay, on the note, we were lower. We did come up high. We've got a very strong finish, so we can sell failure to take out the 32.16 to 20 area. On the buy side, we can buy probably against the buck. We'll see right here. The rally in treasuries started before it did in indexes, and that was our first clue that the indexes might sell. The selling in indexes started in E period. So we're right back to our 12.16 area, and if the market were to close right now, we'd be selling failure to take out and hold 12 to 16. Then 19 to 23, and if the E-mini sells, we don't want any part of the short side. On the buy side, 1 to 5. 25 to 29. Boy, it is summertime here. And I like hot weather. But it's sure easy to come indoors too. We've actually dried out quite a bit. The humidity, even though it's 90 or so at night when I get back, 7:30 or 8, We're not looking at humidity at 70%. We're looking at humidity at 40%. That makes a heck of a difference. Okay, 20 to 24 is resistance on a close right here. So 27.31, sell 1. 7 to 11, sell 2. It's option expiration tomorrow. And right now, looking at it, 132 was the settlement price based on the 10-year, and then 171 was the settlement price based on yesterday's action in the options. So we're close to that. Pretty good support down here, 4 to 8. Actually, it might be 8 to 12. So 1 to 5. And 21 to 25 for buy 2. Based on what's going on in the world, you know, there's that old saying that if you want to sleep at night, be long Treasury futures, and it's not a money-making strategy. It's a peace of mind strategy. And same thing for gold, same thing for crude oil. But you know, crude oil actually might be changing now with American shale oil production. You know, on a national, I've said this many times that, and this would not be an economic decision, but if you wanted to break the backs of the people that pay and fund terrorism, you'd knock the price of oil down into the $50 per barrel range. That Saudi Arabia, with their current budget, needs $106 oil to break even. Iran needs $130 oil to break even. Russia needs $100 plus oil to break even. And these are the big troublemakers out there. And if you were to knock the price of oil down, it would do a lot over 5 to 10 years to stop all this terrorism. And definitely would not be a decision based on capitalism, but it would, and from my standpoint, it would be based on national defense. And that would be, to my mind, the easiest way to accomplish that. Okay, looking at gold, lower low, lower high. We can sell failure to take out and hold 35.37. Strong market right now. Strong close. We're pointed higher, so sell 1's 35 to 37. And sell 2 will be 40 to 42. Let them get stops above 40. On the buy side, 25 to 28, buy 1. And then 20 to 22, buy 2. And so right under 30 right here might be the next place. So 28, 29 might be support. So why don't we just make it 30, 28 to 30 for buy 1. And 23 to 25 for buy 2. And we'll let it go at that. Still like the long side better. You know, I don't really like the long side of the stock market because of fundamentals. I've been smart enough not to play the short side too heavily. But I do like the long side of gold because of all that's going on in the world right now. Thought crude was headed at least to 44. And, you know, every other day we read either catastrophic or oversupply stories on crude oil. Looks like a little lower than yesterday, but we could sell it off of that. And got to move out of the middle of the E period, and we're selling right now. So I think we're headed to 44 like I have the last couple of days. So 44, 44 and a quarter, buy 1. Obviously we got to get through 50 to get there. And then 43.50, 43.75 for buy 2. On the sell side, 75 to 45, sell 1. And 45 and a quarter, 45.50, sell 2. And the euro, pretty strong today from time to time. I still think the market is headed lower. Draghi's speech took him higher there for a bit, then it got nailed. And again, Draghi's capable of moving this mark at 2 to 3 handles. Outside day on F1, trade it. Double distribution, well, single distribution down. Didn't really break. We did get stops below London. Well done. We still didn't go down below 110, so I think the trading target is still 110, and we've been talking about it. So we're at 46. I'd like to sell 75, sell 1. 50 might be the number. And then 111 even, sell 2. On the buy side, I like 110. And then 975. And that's it for this July the 21st, 2016. I will see you bright and early in the morning, and if there any questions, as soon as I get a little house cleaning work done right here, we'll come back in and see if you have any questions or ideas about the patterns or the rest of it. If I'm not back in, I'll see you bright and early in the morning.